ahead of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Normally these streets are lined with vehicles, it's non-stop traffic jams, but today the roads are closed to everyone except the 20 best drivers in the world. It's time for qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Hello there everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to my F1 24 career mode. We are at Baku now for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The mood is slightly somber arriving here. We are 47 points down on the championship with 6 races to go. Can we catch up? There is a chance, but it is growing ever smaller with every race that passes by. I was thinking after Monza that we are well and truly out, but if the car is competitive, the chance is still there, and we are not down until we're mathematically out. However, this didn't help. Hulkenberg going into the wall. Cheers for that, Nico. He is now out of Q2, and I am having to... No, sorry, he is out of Q1, and I'm in the drop zone myself, so I'm having to find a little bit of lap time to get myself up from P17. I think we managed to get into P13, oh, P11. So we're through Q1. Hulkenberg, however, ended qualifying in the barrier, so he is now no longer taking any further part. And I'm going to try and not do what my teammate has done. We've got to find a way into Q3. At the moment, the overall one-lap pace round here just doesn't appear to be there at all. We're genuinely struggling for a bit of one-lap pace as we head out of Sector 2. What is the lap time going to be? Are we going to be able to get into the top 10? No. No. We are just not fast enough. It's P12 and a further dent in our championship campaign. Charles Leclerc takes pole with Verstappen second. Look at Ollie Behrman in the top 4 there. Russell is 7th, however, so there is some kind of hope.
Heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Fittipaldi, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Behrman, Vesti, Sunshine, Hamilton, Sainz, Perez, Théo Pourchaire, Joe, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Ocon, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. And alongside me today, a man small in...
We're still in with a chance of winning this title. We need you to push as hard as you can in the 5 remaining races.
However, in Q3, Russell is on the front row, so... got a lot of damage limitation to do here. We're underway in Azerbaijan, and we're getting a decent start, having a look immediately at Fred Vesti, and we've got him. We're having a little tag now with Alex Albon, as I'm trying to make my way forwards as quickly as possible without causing any kind of devastation. And we now head on to the first big straight of the circuit. Behrman and Albon dead ahead. We're having a look down the inside of Alex Albon. Albon trying to cover around the outside. Now I've got the outside line, but I'm going to brake a bit later and sweep round. And we've got ahead of Alex Albon. So we're up into P9 and challenging Oliver Behrman there. That's a bit of a brave one. That's not really going to work there. We might have to wait till the end of the lap, but we're already up 2 places, which is good. This is the sort of momentum we need to carry forward and keep going with if we're going to do well in this race. We're on soft tyres and we're doing a soft to medium strategy. And we're now chasing down Ollie Behrman for P8. Is he having a look at Piastri? No, he's not particularly close to Piastri. So Behrman might be vulnerable down the end of this straight. We're going to drain the battery. And the battery in F124 has been so powerful, because we're now all over the back of Ollie Behrman. He's going in defensive. I'm being brave on the brakes round the outside. And we take the position. Next up then is Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. So we're moving up very nicely here and trying to tuck in some slipstream. The problem is he's got DRS on Lance Stroll, so it's not going to be an easy pass. However, look at the toe we've got on Piastri, and he's gone to cover. We're going to brake late and again go round the outside of turn 1. P7 acquired. Next up is Lance Stroll. What can we do about the Aston Martins? The Astons, especially towards this end of the season, they have been so strong, haven't they? And Lance Stroll getting P2 in Monza. That's a stunning result for him. Although now he's in P6 and we're looking at trying to take him and Lando Norris next up the road. It's not proving easy though as we go through the castle. We're on the back straight again. We've set the fastest lap and we're going to take a dive down the inside of Stroll. He goes a bit wobbly round the corner. We're still forcing the inside line into the next corner, into turn 2. We just about get that done, and we're going to have some DRS for good measure, as we were behind Stroll at the detection point, but now Stroll's having a look back at us. I'm going to cover the racing line. Stroll having a look, not able to make anything of it though. Up into P6. Next up are Norris, and Fittipaldi up in 4th. Again, just highlighting how strong the Aston Martin has become, especially this end of the season. Currently holding on to P6. We do have a yellow flag. I don't know if that's in front of us. I think that is in front of us. Oh, that's Enzo Fittipaldi. Curse of the commentator strikes. His engine lets him down. I've decided to use this moment to pit in case of a safety car. If I anticipate that right, we won't lose so much time and we will gain. So I'm thinking pit now, and if we get a safety car, then I don't really lose anything. Unfortunately, the safety car does not come out, so we're now probably going to have to make a 2-stop work in this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And we are back down to P19, but my thinking was anticipate a safety car and try and lose as little time as possible. And we've certainly wasted no time in catching our teammate up and diving him up the inside. I just needed to get this done because these guys are going to hold me up. And the one thing I don't want to do on a different strategy is be held up. We're right behind Esteban Ocon now, who's in P17, having a miserable time of things in the Sauber. Are we able to get past? Not here. And we did kiss the barrier as well, which adds to our misery. Look at Ocon going defensive, but we've just got the traction and the grip and the tyres to work with here, and it's working with us as we move ahead of him. Next up is Pierre Gasly, after his P2 in Monza, having something of a horrendously miserable time here in Baku. But I'm now catching him at a vast rate of knots. It's amazing the difference, the traction difference we have, as now some of the rest of the pack are beginning to pit. And who's that that's just come out ahead? That's Max Verstappen. So I think I've jumped about 2 or 3 places if I were to guess round about where I am. Unfortunately for us, we've now got Ollie Behrman protecting Verstappen, and in my mind I just need to clear him fast, otherwise we are going to be stuck instead of going after Verstappen. But I'm getting ready to attack him, and we're going to do it round the outside. I didn't know Behrman had that covered because he sort of went a little bit offline there. But we are set up. Look how defensive Behrman's going. But again, all it takes is braking later, forcing him in tight, and we've got that position. And now we're setting after Max Verstappen. We have got the advantage of our tyres being up to temperature, but that will only last for this lap. So if we're going to try this move, we have to do it now. We've got DRS on Verstappen. We're getting ever closer and closer. Are we going to be able to send it up the inside? No, Verstappen covers. We go around the outside. Brake a bit later. Turn in. Oh no, it's gone wrong. Verstappen's hit the inside wall and he's hit me. And that causes a red flag. I think I was trying to outbrake him, but I think he was still there, and as I turned in, he was still there, and I think I just turned in that bit too early, and that caught him out. Or he bounced off the wall and went into me. I don't know, but we've got the race restarting now. Leclerc and Russell dead ahead. We're in P3, and now on some fresh medium tyres. Leclerc and Russell are going side by side for P1. We might be able to take one of them here. We might be able to take both of them here. We're in the slipstream of Russell. Leclerc going for the outside. Russell in the middle. I'm on the inside. How is this going to work? Breathe in. Hope everything goes okay. It doesn't quite work for us. We're in too tight. Leclerc and Russell still side by side. Russell in the lead. Leclerc has to deal with second. Now we're down the inside of Leclerc, braking so late and making our way into P2, now pressuring championship leader George Russell for P1. Unfortunately, Russell is getting pretty comfortable in his position, so we're having to attack. As we now go down the straight, look at that, 4% left of battery. There is nothing left. Are we going to try and move on George Russell? No, not there. That is not going to work. But Russell looking that bit quicker than us. And he might be able to escape the DRS here. Look at it. Yes, he does. It's over a second. So Russell has escaped it. But we're now pushing on the overtake. Ooh. Did we get into the DRS zone quickly enough? Yes, we did. And look how quickly we're catching him. Look at the speed we have. Look at the momentum we have. Down the inside. Is it going to work? No, Russell covering that outside line. And once again, we are tucking in because we have to wait it out. But Russell now seemingly starting to struggle. And that's working well for me because now I'm all over the back of him. And Leclerc, not that far away either. But look at Alex Albon up in P5, having a stunning race here. As we now head on to the straight one more time. We're much closer to Russell this time. Surely we should be able to blast past before the corner. This is looking incredible for us. This is looking like a potential race win if we can get ahead of George Russell and keep it. But first things first, we need to overtake. We're going to the outside and we're taking the lead here in Baku. Up into P1 we go, and we are now leading the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Albon and Stroll meanwhile are having their own battle. We kiss the barrier. Look at Russell though, we're not getting away from him. He is staying with us, and Russell down the inside here. Oh my days, I didn't see that one coming. Russell still on the inside, and what we're going to do is play this one smart, let him go, and then we get the DRS. But the problem is Charles Leclerc is right there as well, so who is going to come into turn one with the race lead? It might be Russell, it might be us, it might be Leclerc. Here we go. Russell doesn't have DRS, we do. We blast past. Leclerc also blast past, and Leclerc in second place as we go wide into turn one, and Leclerc gets through. We had to slow down to avoid clipping the barrier, and that was a big mistake, and that in turn let Charles Leclerc through. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Coming back at George Russell. He goes to defend. Leclerc goes to defend Russell. Can I do 2 for 1? No, Leclerc holds on to the position. Russell drops to third. And Charles Leclerc going for 3 out of 3 in the last 3 races. Although Leclerc, he's quite fast. He's pulling away now. So I think he's going to be difficult to catch. But keeping Russell behind is crucial for the championship points. As we now come back at Charles Leclerc. We're coming back at Charles Leclerc. We're diving down the inside, but we're not going to make the corner. And that was just one move, too ambitious. And down the inside, wow. I mean, that was ambitious to say the least. I was hoping we'd get that stopped. But it was a dive bomb too far. And straight down the escape road we go. The safety car comes out because Frederick Vesti's car is stranded. And now we've got it all to do from P6, but it's lucky the safety car came out to save us there. We got 2 laps to go then. It's a 2-lap sprint finish here in Baku. And the first thing that we are going to do is get past Lance Stroll down the inside of him. Now we've got the 2 McLarens to deal with. If I can just get back on the podium, that might at least do the bare minimum in damage limitation. I don't think we're going to get past Russell now, but I'm going to try my hardest to displace one or both of these McLarens. I cannot believe the mistake we made going straight down the escape road as we now head down the inside of Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris, sorry. Banging wheels with Lando. Round the outside we go. And we now have P5. Next up, we need to set this one up on Oscar Piastri to take the podium. P4, sorry, I should say, because P5 was what we took when we passed Stroll. Right, one more DRS zone to go. Without DRS, we will have it on the last lap, but I don't think it's going to be enough to pass George Russell. But what we're going to do is have a look at Oscar Piastri. Down the straight, Piastri covers round the outside of turn 1, and this time we brake appropriately and take the position. And you know what? We're actually very close to George Russell, so we might be able to make him sweat in this closing lap. What can we do about Russell? Can we do anything about Russell? I'm using everything of overtake, but we're just not close enough. Although Russell braking quite early there. There's still might be a chance on the final straight if we can save some of our battery and not use it before then. Can we do anything about Russell? Leclerc, he's gone. And I think he is looking set for victory here. But in this final lap, what can we do about Russell? It's all about maximising every corner now and finding every tenth where possible. Look at us, we're well and truly going for it here. Russell is just there, 3 tenths ahead, and he's pulling out there. We don't seem to do too well around this part of the circuit, but as we head to the final sector, look how close we are. There is a chance on that main straight. Round the final corners we go. There's going to be the left, then there's going to be the right, and then we're going to see what we can do about the Mercedes that is 6 tenths ahead of us. We're going to have DRS, but I think so is he. So it's about seeing if we can make a toe work. Can we make this toe work? We're getting ever closer and closer to him, but it's not going to be enough. It's Charles Leclerc that wins in Baku, and we get 3rd.
He wins! And they're just starting to make it look easy out there. Now a hat-trick of wins. They're out there ahead, they've got the momentum on their side, and it's for the others now to try and up their game to stop that energy that they have.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
You could throw a blanket over the top three, but Charles Leclerc wins. Russell claims 2 more points than us in the championship, so with us grabbing the fastest lap, that was the best sort of damage limitation we could do. Piastri finishes 4th, Norris 5th, then it's Sainz, Stroll, Hamilton, Behrman picking up a couple more points for Red Bull, and Alex Albon rounding out the 10, meaning the championship looks like this. We are now 49 points away with 5 races to go. I hate to say it, but I do think we are beaten. However, I'm still eyeing P3 in the championship that Lando Norris currently has, and Charles Leclerc is only 8 points away from George Russell, so he is looking very likely to take the lead of the championship. It's very close between the front two. The momentum definitely seems to be with Charles Leclerc at this moment in time. Well, thank you for watching this installment of Career Mode. Don't forget to leave a like and please hit subscribe if you are new and you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now, take care, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all very soon.